Good afternoon. This is the Planning and Zoning of the City of Socorro, Texas. It is December 19th, 2023, 5:31 PM. We call this meeting to order.
Good afternoon. Item number 2, establishment of quorum. Andrew Arroyos,
Here.
Enrique Cisneros,
Here.
David Estrada, absent. Julie Dominguez,
Here.
Osvaldo Reza,
Here.
Yolanda Rodriguez, absent. We have a quorum with 4 commissioners present. Item number 3, notice to the public, open forum. Lisbeth, do we have anyone that would like to speak?
We do not.
Thank you. Item number 4, consent agenda. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion made by Andrew Arroyos to approve and second by Osvaldo Reza. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Anyone abstain? Motion carried. Regular agenda discussion and action. Item number 5, consider and take action on the approval of proposed preliminary and final plat for Figueroa subdivision located at 11686 Socorro Road, being a portion of track 16D, block 27, Socorro Grande, Socorro, Texas. Mr. Botello?
Good evening, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. Jose Odello, planner with the City of Socorro. Item number 5 on the agenda is the Figueroa subdivision preliminary and final plat. So some general info on this, on Figueroa subdivision. It is currently zone C1, which is light commercial. The lot size is 0.788 acres, so about three quarters of an acre. The current land use is residential. The future land use map has this listed as high-density residential. And so the summary of the request is for approval of a preliminary and final plat for Figueroa subdivision. The applicant is also requesting a waiver for requirements of a drainage plan, soils analysis report, and the sidewalk requirement that are outlined in the sections listed. And so planning and zoning staff recommend approval of the preliminary and final plats. So in the next slide, you'll see the location map. It's situated at the corner of Socorro Road and Pito Court. And followed by the zoning map. You'll see the property outlined in red. The pink denotes the C1 zoning district. Followed by a couple of pictures of the property that were taken from Pito Court, from both ends of the property. And an aerial image showing the current the current view of the property. Next is the preliminary plat showing the 3 lots that are being proposed, followed by the final plat. And once again, the summary of this request is for approval of a preliminary and final plat for Figueroa subdivision. And once again, the applicant is requesting a waiver for the requirements of a drainage plan, soils analysis report, and sidewalk requirements. And at this time, staff can answer any questions.
This is the same one that we looked at about 2 weeks ago, right?
Yes, sir, correct.
I have a question. So, they want a waiver for, what are the 3 waivers they're requesting again? Sidewalks?
Sidewalks, which is a requirement outlined in section 38-53, the drainage plan, showing how they're gonna mitigate the water, when it rains or stormwater, and soils analysis report showing the conditions of the earth at that property. Those are all requirements stated on section 38-8.2, and so the applicant came in requesting these waivers as it is a smaller subdivision. But these are, regardless of the size, these are requirements that are listed on our codes.
So this is approval for both preliminary and final plat? So we can still approve it, but without the waivers, right? Is my understanding correct? Because it is preliminary.
That's a good question.
I mean, I'd be willing to do both, but not all three. I mean, sidewalks, we're spending how many thousands of dollars this year just on sidewalks for developments that weren't developed without sidewalks? Drainage, any plot of land has to do it. There's really no, there's no drainage, so you have to do on-site ponding, and we ask of that of every single property in Socorro. So I'd be willing to vote in favor of it, only waiving the soil analysis.
So he's got to do the on-site ponding, right? And the
sidewalks.
sidewalk.
That's how I'd be in favor of supporting something like that. Obviously, we never want to give any developer or anybody, you know, the extra burden of having to spend on the property, but that's just the norm in Socorro. We're in a valley, and either the developer pays for it now or the city pays for it later.
Right.
I'm ready to make a motion if nobody else has any questions.
What are they trying to do there when they're rezoning it as C1?
So if you can go back to,
Because I see a house already established in that, or it's 3 different lots, correct?
yes, sir, correct. So it's currently one lot. The intent is to, once this plating portion is completed, there should be 3 lots. So the lot furthest away from Socorro, which is lot
3?
that one, they intend to build a duplex. And because it's still C1, the intent is to build a small office space.
Or suites?
Yeah, office suites on lot 1.
And that house, that's a single family already there, right, on lot 2?
Yes, yes, sir, correct.
Well, they're eventually gonna need the pavement and the sidewalks, regardless. Yeah.
I'm ready to make a motion. I'd like to make a motion for approval, but only with the waiver of the soil analysis. The developer would have to provide the sidewalks and the drainage plan.
I second.
I have a motion made by Enrique Cisneros to approve with waiving only the soil analysis, and second by Andrew Arroyos. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Anyone abstain? Motion carried. Item number 6, consider and take action on the approval of Horizon Park Master Plan as per section 38-7 of the City of Socorro Municipal Code. Mr. Botello?
Good evening, Mr. Chair and Commissioners.
To just let everybody know that I would like to abstain from this item.
Understood. Item number 6 on the agenda is the Horizon Park Master Plan. So some general info on this master plan. It's currently zoned C2 and R2. The lot size for the master plan is 62.01 acres. It is currently vacant. And once again, the summary of the request is for approval of the Horizon Park Master Plan as per section 38-7 of the City of Socorro's Municipal Code, I'm sorry. And Planning and Zoning staff recommends approval of the master plan. And so in the next slide, you'll see the location map. This development would have entries along Horizon Boulevard. It's located along Horizon Boulevard, followed by the zoning map showing the current zoning conditions of property. it's kind of hard to see, but the outline in blue is the total area for Horizon Park, the master plan. And the larger portion seen in orange is where most of the residential single family homes and apartments will be placed. And so here you'll see a couple of pictures of the property. The picture on top was taken from Range War Court. The picture from the bottom was taken from Horizon Boulevard. Followed by the aerial image showing a little bit clearer the scope of this property. And followed by the development plan that was submitted, showing what the intent is for this master plan. And page 2 of 2 for this development plan. There was a traffic impact analysis provided, which is part of the requirement for this application. And so, once again, the summary of the request is for approval of the Horizon Park Master Plan as per section 38-7 of the City of Socorro's Municipal Code. And at this time, staff can answer any questions.
Real quick, both of the properties will be connected with, I guess, bridge over the canal. Am I reading this correctly?
Yes, yes, sir. You can see that connection happening at 2 points on page 1 of 2 of the development plan.
That way they have the 2 entrances and 2 exits?
And
Or is there
then
more than that?
it does have two entrances. One, I don't know if you can put the map. Yes. So in the northern portion, that line that you see, that's Horizon Boulevard. And so there'll be direct connections to Horizon Boulevard from those points.
And I know that in meetings with TxDOT about the future planning for the city, they mentioned that they were very open to making changes on kind of the medians for Horizon, but is there those 2 openings, is there access when you're going southbound on Horizon to turn into those? And I know that I can't make a decision whether we approve or deny, but I did just have that question to see if it does have access to turn left going south on Horizon towards the development.
Currently, no. There's a median that is obstructing
The entrance.
the entrance. Yeah, but yeah, they would have to coordinate
Open it up.
and
Yeah.
acquire a permit through TxDOT, for this development.
Okay.
My question is, for the people in the back on track 98, will they be landlocked or will they have access to that community, that little farm that's over there in the back? It seems like it extends. They currently have, from Range War to the back, they have a dirt road. What's gonna happen with them there?
So there is an easement, 22-foot dedicated easement for them, and they are respecting that easement.
Okay.
They're also adding to the right-of-way of Range War Court, so they would still have access to that lot, so they wouldn't be landlocked.
Okay.
I don't have any questions. Make a motion to approve?
I'll
Sec- oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll second.
I have a motion made by Enrique Cisneros to approve, second by Oswaldo Reza. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstain?
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 7, consider and take action on the approval of proposed final plat for Horizon Park Unit 1, subdivision located on Horizon Boulevard, being all tracks 2A, 3B1, 4C1L, and 9A2, Block 3, Socorro Grand, Socorro, Texas. Mr. Botello?
Again, I would like to abstain from this item also.
Good evening, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. Jose Boteo, planner with the City of Socorro. Item number 7 is the Horizon Park Unit 1 final plat. And this is also part of the master plan that was just approved. So for this portion of Horizon Park, the current zoning is R2 and C2. The lot size for this portion is 31.7 acres. It is currently vacant. And the summary of the request is for approval of the final plat for Horizon Park Unit 1 subdivision. So planning and zoning staff recommend approval of the final plat. The planning and zoning commissioners voted to approve the preliminary plat back on June 20th of 2023. And so you'll see the location map. This is the left side of that master plan, showing it's located right next to the Mesa Drain, Mesa Spur Drain, I'm sorry. And the zoning map outlines the area. The area in orange is the R2 zoning designation. The small portion in red on top is a C2. And these are the same pictures demonstrating the view from Rangewar Court on top and view of the property from Horizon Boulevard in the bottom. Followed by the aerial image showing the total property, the area of the property. And followed by the final plat. And so, once again, the summary of the request is for approval of a final plat for Horizon Park Unit 1 subdivision. And at this time, staff can answer any questions.
Which item is it again?
Item number 7.
Number 6. Thank you.
No question.
Motion to approve?
I'll second.
I have a motion made by Enrique Cisneros to approve, second by Osvaldo Reza. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstain?
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 8, consider and take action on the approval of Horizon Estates Master Plan as per section 38-7 of the City of Socorro Municipal Code. Mr. Botello?
Good evening, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. So Boteo, planner with the City of Socorro. Item number 8 is the Horizon Estates Master Plan. So some info on this master plan. The zoning, the current zoning for this property is R2, which is medium density residential. The lot size is a little bit under 18 acres, 17.99 to be exact. It is currently vacant. And the summary of the request is for approval of Horizon Estates Master Plan as per section 38-7 of the City of Socorro's Municipal Code. And planning and zoning staff recommends approval of the master plan. And so here you'll see the property. It's also located along Horizon Boulevard. This would be across the Horizon Park development. And the zoning map showing the orange denoting the R2 zoning designation for this property. Followed by pictures of the property, current pictures of the property taken from Horizon Boulevard. Followed by the aerial showing the area of this property outlined in yellow. and followed by the development plan that was submitted showing the intent for this development, which is an apartment complex with a total of 288 units. This would also have 2 entrances from Horizon Boulevard. And so once again, the summary of the request is for approval of the Horizon Estates Master Plan as per section 38-7 of the City of Socorro's Municipal Code. And at this time, staff can answer any questions.
So the last time this was presented, there was a big crowd that had some strong opinions about it. Did we have to, or did the Planning and Zoning Department have to send out new documentation for this vote?
Not for this case. For subdivision cases, there's no public notice or public hearing that is required,
Okay,
only for the rezoning portion.
yeah. So I'm guessing there hasn't been any new, after that vote, any new objections, either in letter or writing to the, it's still not an easy, or we had some objections to it, but we still approved it. But since then, there hasn't been any other news on it, I'm guessing.
No, sir, no correspondence or emails, nothing really to oppose.
I don't have any questions.
No
Eh,
change, oh, go
go
ahead,
ahead.
sorry.
Okay, so I remember Mr. Cisneros had also brought up the de-acceleration lane, and they said they were gonna come back, and that was pending. Did we ever hear anything back on that?
No, because that's something that is
We had said
usually
it was
just
for
by-
TXDOT, and then the developer, the owner said to see if they would be able to scoot in to create that de-acceleration line or lane, since it was on Horizon.
We also have the applicant here, Mr. Javier Carrera. You can elaborate a little bit more on that. But that's something that typically TxDOT reviews through their board, and they come back and either approve or deny, so that's where those deceleration lanes either get introduced with the plating or get deleted.
Yeah, Mr. Carrera, if you would like to take the podium, I guess the question is has there been any changes or adjustments since the last time you were here? And if I remember correctly, and please correct me if I'm wrong, because you're gonna know better than I will, TxDOT, was it requiring a deceleration lane because of how small it is? But you, or I guess the developer could choose to implement one at their cost if they decided to do so. So those are 2 questions. One is, has anything changed? And then just to clarify, TxDOT doesn't require it, but ownership could have decided to do that, and they decided not to.
Javier Carrera Group. Yes, sir, we spoke with TxDOT about it, and the issue with this is that the first entrance, in order to have a deceleration lane, we have to have a lot more distance between us and the previous street. Also, there's a canal that already has the barriers real close to the edge of Horizon Boulevard, and we cannot move those. There's a canal, if the canal wasn't there, we would probably be able to do something. But since there's a canal, we couldn't do that. And then back in October,
Sorry, is that canal by the WID also, or
I'm sorry?
does the canal is owned by the WID?
Yes. And back in, just recently, October 23rd, Texas sent us the required permit to do this driveways. They did ask us to remove a portion of the existing curve on the street. It's only like a 6-inch curve by 2 feet or so. That we have to remove about, 18, 20 feet so that there's access from Horizon Boulevard both ways. On the other exit, they didn't let us do it. There's just gonna be one exit on the secondary exit.
But just to clarify, so we're all on the same page that TxDOT doesn't require it, right?
Correct.
But in the engineering or in kind of the planning, we could have added that deceleration from the north entrance to the south entrance. I don't know if that's possible, but could Could that have been implemented in the planning had ownership decided to do that?
No,
with the-
because
not with the
of that,
canal.
of that drain. They did look into it.
Okay.
That's what he's saying. He got back. So now I understand it. It's that ponding lot and that canal, and they can't move that canal to add that at the
We
acceleration.
tried that before in another project, but the guys that own the canals didn't let us do it.
And even if you dig under it, there's not enough space to
No.
like build over it, right?
Or
Uh,
a
it-
bridge over that canal or
Because
something.
it's a real small, yeah, okay.
Yes, sir, that's why.
Okay, thank you. And then, has there been any changes since the last time?
No, sir,
No? Okay.
no, sir.
I don't have
That
any
was
more
my question
questions.
as well. And
That was
just to
my question,
confirm,
so we're good.
just to confirm, only one entrance is going to cross all 4 lanes, right? The other one, they have to
That
exit
is-
south.
That is correct.
Correct.
Yes, Texas didn't let us do two, just one.
Just one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, those were all my questions.
I don't have any questions.
I'd like to make a motion to approve.
Second?
Thank you, Mr. Guerrero.
Thank you, sir.
I have a motion made by Andrew Arroyos to approve, second by Julie Dominguez. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstains? Motion carried. Item number 9, consider and take action on the approval of proposed preliminary and final plat for the Horizon Estates subdivision located at 975 South Horizon Boulevard, being tract 4C6B, Block 3, Horizon Grand, Socorro, Texas. Mr. Botello?
Good evening, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. Jose Boteo, planner with the City of Socorro. Item number 9 is the Horizon Estates preliminary and final plat. And so once again, for this property, the zoning designation is R2, which is medium density residential. The lot size is 17.99 acres. It is currently vacant, and the request is for approval of a preliminary and final plat for Horizon Estates subdivision. And so planning and zoning staff recommends approval of the preliminary and final plat for Horizon Estates subdivision. And once again, this is the location map showing the property, which is abutting Horizon Boulevard, followed by the zoning map, and pictures taken of the property from Horizon Boulevard. As you can see, it's a vacant property. And the aerial image with the property outlined in yellow, followed by the preliminary plats. And the next item showing the final plats. And so once again, the summary of the request is for approval of a preliminary and final plat for Horizon Estates subdivision. And at this time, staff can answer any questions.
I have no question.
No, I'm good, thank you. I'll make a motion for recommendation approval of the preliminary and final plats.
I'll second.
I have a motion made by Julie Dominguez to approve, second by Osvaldo Reza. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstains? Motion carried. Item number 10, Planning and Zoning Commission report.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't have anything.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year.
Yeah, that's right.
Item number 11, Planning and Zoning Department report.
I don't have a very long report today. There aren't very many updates from what I presented last meeting. There are no other meetings of City Council this month, and our next meeting for Planning and Zoning will be January 2nd. I don't know if anyone is planning extended vacations, but we already do have one commissioner who will be out. So if it looks like we're good, we can proceed with that. And invite everyone to partake in the Luminarias on Mission Trail. The city is asking for volunteers. If you'd like to help on December the 22nd at 2 o'clock, we'll be meeting at the Socorro Mission. and work our way down one side of the road to place the luminarias and then make our way back up.
Do we
And
just show
and
up? Do we just show up?
If you'd like to come and help, we will start at 2 and placing the luminarias. They were donated by Marty Loya, and Public Works has been working on preparing the bags, so it will be just placing the bags as we're up and down the mission trail.
Is there an age limit, is like kids, the
I don't
oldest?
know. I don't know. That's a good question, and I can find out and share.
How,
Yes, ma'am.
what's the
From-
distance from?
From the mission to Cougar Park.
Okay.
And back.
And,
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
Item number 12, consider and take action on the adjournment of this meeting. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion.
Second?
I have a motion made by Andrew Arroyos to adjourn, second by Julie Dominguez. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstain? Motion carried. Meeting adjourned at 6:02. Thank you very much.